So today I actually made something really different. I made a coconut curry salmon. I seasoned that up real good, y'all. Like real good. Lots of herbs and spices. I have carrots and potatoes in here. Coconut milk, of course. And then I seasoned it with some all-purpose seasoning and some thyme, ginger, and allspice, green onions, garlic, the works, y'all, the works. So that's the oregano, garlic, coconut rice, the canned beans, and some green onions as a topping. I'm actually making everybody a little something different, but I'm having curry chicken, so I'll show you my meal when it's done. All right, so my son's dish: carrots, potatoes, beans, rice, coleslaw. I forgot to give my husband coleslaw, but if he eats later for seconds, there's coleslaw left over. My 8-year-old's dish. My oldest son, he has some of the salmon. And here is my dish: coleslaw, rice, beans, curry chicken with potatoes and carrots. I'm starving, so let's eat. All right, guys, so another meal. I made tuna fried rice. It's so bomb. Leftover beans. And for my son, he has these chicken egg rolls. That is dinner tonight. For tonight's dinner, I made the copycat Taco Bell Crunch Wrap Supreme recipe. We all really enjoy this, and it's super simple to make. So in the filling for meat eaters is ground beef, and then for the non-meat eaters, I put some falafel. And then on the side, we had those frozen potato wedges that I put in the air fryer. Here is dinner tonight. I forgot to film my husband's plate. His plate was the best looking out of everybody's. I made him like this really good looking trout in this really delicious brown gravy sauce with tomatoes and onions, and it was just bomb. But for me and my oldest son, I did these Italian style crispy fried chicken with the mashed potatoes, some beans, coleslaw. My 9-year-old does not want chicken. This is my middle son. And then this is my daughter. She does not eat chicken, but she will have some falafel that she has left over. And that is dinner tonight. All right, so this is what I have left over. This is a Parmesan crusted chicken. It's really, really good. So these I can have for leftovers. I can like cut them up, throw them in pasta. I can make chicken sandwiches out of them, or I can like make them into strips and make like fajitas. So I'm pretty excited to see what I do with the leftovers. I like having the possibility of this on hand for a quick and easy meal. All right, so for dinner tonight, I made calzones. I had to taste mine. It is really good. So for me and the boys, we have turkey on the inside. Then this is some pizza dipping sauce, side salad. That is everybody else's. This is my first time making calzones, y'all. And it was pretty easy. Especially with like pre-made pizza dough. I did want to say that for my husband and my daughter, their calzone has falafel in it. So it's like a vegetarian option. And then I did have one extra pizza dough, so I just went ahead and made some pizza, y'all. And this is the leftover, so I'm thinking the kids are gonna take this for lunch tomorrow. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. For tonight's dinner, I made a puff pastry potato-filled pie of sorts. Kind of like a take on a chicken pot pie made with puff pastry, but instead of chicken, it's just potatoes and vegetables. Then I had some leftover beans. So that is what we're having for dinner. I wanted to film it before I cut it, but yeah, that's what it looks like. So it got a little crispy on top, but it's still good. Still very tasty. So we're about to eat. All right, so tonight's dinner is Asian style salmon, and then I did some stir-fried vegetables like cabbage and carrots. Put a little bit of tomato up in there, and then this white and long grain wild rice. Chef's kiss, y'all. This was so bomb, so yummy. 10 out of 10. You guys, look what I found. Garlic breadsticks. I'm so excited, y'all. I bought 2. Because I was always saying, why don't they have garlic bread here in Costa Rica in the frozen section? And now they do. This is a game changer. Super excited for this. Baked off the breadsticks. They look like the Olive Garden ones and they taste so good. Like garlic and butter. Delicious. And they like take what, like 6 to 7 minutes in the oven. So quick, so easy. I made tagliatelle pasta, and it just has like a red sauce, but it's also like a mixture. Some Parmesan cheese on top, and then a Caesar salad kit that I bought at the grocery store today. And that is dinner for tonight. Game changer time, you guys. I made some tikka masala. So for my husband, I gave him salmon and the tikka masala sauce that was cooked up with potatoes. Same for my daughter, the same potatoes without the fish. And these are some non-pita breads that I got at the grocery store because Costa Rica's coming through for all the new products. And I made that garlic style, cooked up some coconut white rice. And then I'm making me and the boys the tikka masala chicken and potatoes. Oh my gosh. When I say game changer, game changer. This is the sauce. It's the Sharwood's cooking sauce, tikka masala flavor, direct from India. Actually, I don't know, but it was so good. You guys, this was so good. This is actually some of the leftover chicken tikka masala. I didn't really remember to film my plate and the boys' plates, but you kind of get the idea. So that's the leftovers. And then the naan bread. Oh, it came together so nicely. It tasted just like we ordered Indian food, you guys. So the sauce, you do have to season your items. You got to season or it won't have much flavor. The sauce itself does have flavor, but I like my Indian food a little spicy, so I did cut up like a habanero pepper. And I seasoned the chicken, I seasoned the salmon separately, and then I also seasoned the potatoes. You have to season your food, season the rice, well, you know, a little bit of salt. Added coconut oil. It is so good. So good. I'm definitely going to buy that sauce again. So simple meal for this night. Some mashed potatoes, beans, pan-fried tilapia, some stir-fried cabbage, and a corn on the cob. Moving right along with another super simple meal. I made mashed potatoes, red beans, corn on the cob, and for my younger boys, they had some diced up rotisserie chicken. But for my older son and myself, we had the Italian seasoned beef that I also diced up. This beef is so flavorful. It melts in your mouth. It is so good. I didn't film my husband's plate, but I'm assuming I made him salmon. And then for my daughter, she just had all the sides. All right, so I made potatoes gratin, rice. And then this is like a spicy soy honey glazed garlic butter chicken. Hopefully it tastes okay. But this is what I'm having for dinner tonight. I wanted to switch it up this night, so I decided to go back to a favorite that I don't do very often and make empanadas. So I buy the frozen empanada discs from the grocery store. I cook up my ground beef. I had the falafel mixture for my husband and my daughter, and then I assembled everything, and then I fry off the empanadas in some oil to make it really crispy and delicious. And so I had two different fillings. This was the filling for all the meat eaters in the house. So myself, my oldest, and my youngest. We had the empanadas filled with beef, and I think I put cheese in some of them, not all of them, but this one that I was eating had cheese in it. And when I tell you how delicious this meal is, and it's so simple and like pretty quick to assemble too. I think this was my daughter's plate because she had the falafel mixture. And then I believe I might have just done some with just cheese because my middle son, who is 14 years old, doesn't like falafels, doesn't really like any type of vegetarian meat, and he doesn't eat beef. So these ones had cheese and they were bomb. All right, so we've got some fish. That's not tilapia. Fish fillet. My mother-in-law made this yesterday, but I decided to cook it up in some of the same Caribbean style sauce that I made the fish in. So this is potatoes with greens. And then I made some Cuban style beans and rice. And this is my husband's plate. This is the Caribbean style sauce that I was talking about. It's a little spicy. All right, here's dinner. Little mini hash browns, beans, ground chicken, tomatoes on the side. My daughter has falafel instead of ground chicken, so does my husband, and some people have rice. I used the original chili seasoning mix from McCormick to season the ground chicken. You can see the ground chicken right there in the background, just to give it some added flavor. And I like the chili mix, not just for making chili. And then the beans, I actually mixed my chili beans, not chili beans, I mixed my Cuban style beans that I had made from scratch with a can of red beans because I needed more beans. It wasn't enough. And so that's what I used to top with the mini hash browns. And then the very last meal was a Taco Tuesday with 2 types of tortillas, a variety of fillings, and toppings. It was amazing.